So today's program will begin as usual with 10 minutes quiet meditation. So please find a comfortable position. Ajahn Kalyano used to encourage us to sit cross-legged on the floor, in either just legs crossed or one leg on top of the other, say right leg on top of left in half lotus, or if you're up to it, full lotus is the best of all. And then put your right hand on your left hand in your lap. Try to keep your back straight. Then bring all your attention to the feeling of the in-breath and the out-breath. So first of all, you might pick up that feeling at the tip of your nostrils. And if it helps, take a deeper breath than normal, just to establish awareness of your own breathing in the present moment. So breathe in. And breathe out. So as you breathe in, notice the breath coming in at the tip of your nostrils. And then your lungs swelling up. So the second point of awareness is at your lungs, the center of your lungs, your chest. And then the third point of awareness is your abdomen arising. So you're really making your mind familiar with these 3 points. Tip of the nose, chest, abdomen. And the abdomen deflates, the chest deflates, and the air comes out at the tip of the nostrils. So take some time to really become familiar with your own body at this time as it's breathing, dropping everything else, putting it all down. You can afford to let go of everything else at this moment while you're practicing mindfulness of breathing. And keep paying attention to these 3 positions in your body. Tip of the nose, the chest, the abdomen. And the abdomen, the chest, the tip of the nose. And the more you're paying attention to your breathing, the more you can trust yourself just to let the breath go at its own pace. You don't have to make it long or short. Allow it to flow naturally. And there's no one thing that's better than another, so you don't have to try and make your breath a certain way. Just allow it to go at its own pace. Keep gently returning your mind's attention to that feeling of the breath at these 3 points. You'll notice how there's a relationship between your body, the sensation of the breathing and the pace of the breathing, and your mind. The more we practice mindfulness of breathing, the more we notice how our breath is affected by our state of mind. It's affected by what we're doing, what we're thinking, our emotions. So most people find as they practice mindfulness of breathing regularly, and they are becoming more used to paying attention to the in-breath and the out-breath, and letting go of everything else, then they find the breath does seem to slow down a little, and the sensation of the breathing becomes more refined. And with that refined feeling of the breath and your ability to pay attention to the breath, you should also start to feel more content within yourself. You're letting go of all your other business and concerns and relaxing into the breath. One obstacle that might emerge is that as the breath does become more settled, the feeling is more subtle, more refined, then there's a tendency for your mind to drift off because you can't find the breath anymore. The feeling is so subtle, so refined, it's easier just to carry on thinking about other things. And your mind might return to its old habit of just endlessly thinking, planning, planning, worrying. Or if you find that your breath is very subtle, but you can't really sense it anymore, the other danger is you might just fall asleep, nod off and become drowsy and then nod off. So if you notice that happening, just pause the breathing for a few moments. As you pause the breathing, that will bring your attention back to the breath, or at least to that place where you were watching the breath before. And then take one deep breath. Just breathe in, breathe out. And this will interrupt the train of thought that we were getting lost into. Or it will wake you up by pausing the breath and then breathing a bit deeper than normal. It'll wake you up from your drowsiness. And this is something you can do at any time when you're meditating, or even just in your daily life when you've got a few moments to pause. You pause what you're doing, take a deep breath, and re-establish your awareness in the present moment. And this is renewing your mindfulness of breathing, re-establishing awareness in the present moment, bringing you back to the beginner's mind, where your mind is fresh, alert, energetic, and paying attention. Another obstacle that we have to deal with is memory. Because you have probably meditated on the breathing before, you might feel like you know how to do it. You've heard the instructions, you know how to do it, you know the technique. But again, that can make our mind go to sleep because we think we know. That thought is just a memory of what we've done before. It's not the same as present moment awareness or mindfulness of the in-breath, the out-breath. So because we think we know, or we remember that we've done it before, we remember how to do it, our mind is dulled a little bit, and awareness is not so sharp. So now you have to see every breath is like a new breath, a new moment of awareness, fresh awareness. This is the beginner's mind, where you're putting down your baggage, even your thoughts and memories about meditation. Putting everything down and just paying attention to each in-breath, each out-breath. To help you do that, you also need to have some trust. Trust in the wisdom of the Buddha, the compassion of the Buddha. Trust that letting go of all those thoughts, memories and worries is a good thing. It's something you can do and it won't harm you. And that the new awareness that arises based on mindfulness of breathing is something valuable to you as a human being. And you can trust in the Buddha, you can trust in all those people who have done this before and benefited from it. And that will give you some strength of mind, some inspiration to keep putting attention on the breath and letting go of everything else. Physical sensations, aches and pains, itches, sounds, different sensations on your skin, thoughts coming up, memories, dullness. You can let go of it all and trust in the awareness of the breath, that it's something very useful to you.